have now got the lights going. I can't really see it because of the timing board, but they are out, and every time the lights go out and the drivers don't go. But Kenna gets off to a great start. He goes over to the right to cover Jamesnai and will keep the lead into turn 1. There's a few position swapping going on in the back, but relatively clean through the first 2 turns.
Very clean the first couple of corners there.
And Kenna already got a 1 second lead already. That's Kenna, obviously his time trial time is insane around here.
Always grinding his round in the back. He's just got on the power a little bit early and lit the rear wheels up there. No damage.
But we got CDM on the back of Truck Fireman. Obviously the mediums v softs, McLaren v Alpine. CDM getting a much better exit, and there's a little bit of contact between the two, but they're both still in it. No damage, I don't think. Definitely a warning there for Truck Fireman due to track limits, but CDM's used all his battery and he's got none on the straights, and now Mosh is looking to make a move on the inside of the chicane. He makes a move off, tries it on the McLaren as well.
On full fuel on the second lap.
Bit of contact. There's a lot of contact between the McLaren and the Red Bull.
Just couldn't get on the power, could he? Mosh coming out of the corner, running off the track. That's a bit unfortunate, but I was, while we were watching that enthralling battle, just checking the race director. Truck Fireman has 2 track limit warnings already, as does King James. Both on 2 warnings.
King James, we know King James is a decent driver. I think he's at the partner for one of these. I think the 2nd spot, isn't it, in the stand-ins? I think he is. I could be
certainly
mistaken.
Up there in the top 4. As you see, CDM pushing Truck Fireman around the second and last corner there. Oh, a little bit of contact back again. Truck Fireman not coming back, and CDM looks like he's getting a bit aggressive with the McLaren.
Well, there has been a little bit of nudging for that McLaren for the last lap, and Mosh just gets past the McLaren as well. As Truck Fireman now has got a 3-second time penalty, always grinding. Possible chance of an overtake coming down the DRS straight. He's going to look to the inside on the Mercedes as we come up to the braking zone, and he's pulled in front of the Mercedes. Made that move nice and cleanly. He is trying it. He's left the space, but he still can't make it work.
Yeah, it's good racing from Genserino. He's left the space but taken the line that he wants still.
Yeah, and that's just kept him ahead, but CDM is going for the outside now through the penultimate corner.
Which is going to be the inside for the right-hander. That's a good move.
And he's got in front, but will Genserino get him? CDM still got the DRS, luckily, because he overtook so late. CDM just luckily getting out with that DRS then to keep him ahead of Genserino. Genserino's going to want to try and...
CDM's had a wiggle on and lost it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All that hard work and effort, and he just loses the back end ever so slightly, but it was enough to let Genserino back past. It's really very few. You've got the hairpin going on to the... Oh, there's the very last corner. And then just the end of that first sector. A couple of tight corners, but bar that, everything else is high speed or at least medium to high speed.
Well, that's true, and we get Sen making a great move on the inside into turn 1 on Mosh. Let's drop Mosh down to P4. Jason now trying to look at to make a move on Genserino as they come down to the long straight with the DRS. Is he going to be able to make a pass as easy as Kenna did? Doesn't look like he's going to get it done as quickly, but he still gets it done just before the chicane. So
Genserino being very sensible there, not fighting it.
Yeah,
not his race.
Haas 1-2 at the minute, but obviously
That's something I never thought anyone would say ever.
Team Red goes right to the left to defend. There's a bit of weaving from Team Red, but not too much. But King James going around the outside in the chicane, manages to pull a move off on the outside. He got the inside line before the exit, which helped him a little bit.
He all of a sudden he was vulnerable, but while that battling was going on, it just allowed him that little break to warm his tyres up and try and pull or stay ahead. Basically, as always grinding goes up the inside of Mohammed Guna, and it's a little bit late, or a day late and a dollar short, as Martin Brundle would say. It was a good effort, and I thought he was going to make it stick, but just didn't quite, I'm afraid. And unfortunately, the silly side pod glitch in this game still exists. If you're on the inside, it just spins you.
Now we got CDM attempting a move. He's going to go around the outside in turn 1. He's going to give him the inside for turn 2, but can he make it stick? He tries a little switchback kind of thing, but it doesn't work for him. Mohammed looking very loose on the curbs, though. The race started.
But then equally, if rain comes in quite slowly or anything like that, your fresher softs are going to be quicker in the rain than older hards.
That's true, and obviously we had Neil Monson saying it was predicted half hour into the race that the rain would come. We have passed the half hour mark by only a few minutes, but...
Have you got your stopwatch out?
I have not. I've just got the YouTube live stream and I was just backtracking a little bit.
Jay Seddon got past King James. I must have missed that. But he's going to make a move on Team Red as well. Those fresh mediums really working well for him.
Yeah, that extra grip as well that he's going to get is just going to keep him ahead on the exit. Obviously, Team Red's downforce levels are supreme on corner exit.
Podium thrown away because at the moment he hasn't got the gap, but he is pulling it quite comfortably. King James still stuck behind Team Red. I have a feeling he could be there for the rest of the race.
That's true, and I think at this point, if the rain does come, there's no point really pitting for slicks unless it's heavy.
Oh, having said that, King James has gone around the outside of Team Red in the last corner. That's a fantastic move, that was. Beautifully placed the car in the braking zone. He's got DRS, so he's able to hold on into his first turn. He could be in for it here.
Managing their throttle even more.
DDM's going to line up another move going into the second to last corner. He's going to send it around the outside and they make contact. And both around.
I'm not sure who's at fault for that.
I think I'd have to watch a replay of that.
Yeah.
CDM definitely made contact with the side of Genserino, which spun them both. But was Genserino wandering off to the right, trying to get the car turned in?
Something that has done pretty well today. He's currently sitting first and third. Oh, there's a contact between Mosh and Team Red.
Oh no.
That's very unfortunate. I think Mosh just a little bit light on the brakes. A Haas victory. Kenna's very strong this weekend, and he has crossed the line to win it at France. Jamesnai slowly but surely, well not slowly, but is approaching the penultimate corner, coming on to the final corner as Mohammed Guna has crossed the line as a lapped car, Neil.
And did get fastest lap as well. Won't be a point for it, but...
Can someone else take it off him though? I've got a few drivers still to cross the line. Obviously, Seddon has now crossed it. King James coming across the line, but I think he's safe with a penalty. I think. Team Red with a great racer coming across the line with P5. CDM just managing to get past Mosh, but obviously that penalty will affect him. And that's going to be Mosh P6, CDM P7. Genserino jumps up to P7, and CDM finishes P8 with the Alpine of Always Grinding coming on in P9. P10 for Neil Moza Invader will be P11, and then obviously we had one DNF of Truck Fireman who retired in the pit lane.